A rising boxing star, an Indiana native, is dead tonight, killed yesterday while on a bike ride in Texas. And police believe the driver who hit her may have done so on purpose. Our Logan Gay in studio tonight with what we're learning about the victim and what happened to her. Logan?
Yeah, Jenny, the woman killed is 26-year-old Hannah Rapp. She's originally from Yorktown and was a professional boxer. Authorities say she was riding her bicycle Saturday morning northeast of Austin when she was hit by a vehicle. Investigators say the driver passed two bicyclists, then stopped, reversed, and hit Rapp. She was taken to the hospital where she later died. The 31-year-old driver is now charged with manslaughter. The investigation is ongoing. A family friend of Hannah's tells us she was a natural athlete, a sweet soul, and a jewel in a bright light.
She was always trying to help somebody, and in her death, this tragic death that seems so unfair, I believe that she's even going to be known as the champion that she is. I'm sorry, but I'm so sad because she really was just a wonderful young lady.
The World Boxing Council called Rapp's death a painful loss. As a professional boxer, Rapp's record 8 wins, including 5 knockouts, while only recording 1 loss. Tonight at 11, we will also hear from Hannah's former coach about her life and legacy and what she meant to the community.
All right, thank you, Logan. Looking forward to hearing more about that tonight at 11. Tough story there. All right, we want to get you updated on the weather, and here's why. We're talking about the air quality in central Indiana. You can feel it. This map shows it, just how bad it is in certain areas. Again, this is because of that smoke from Canadian wildfires. You can tell it's making its way down to the U.S. And if you look at the colors here, yellow, not so good at all. The red, there are some spots of red in Indiana. That's especially dangerous for people, especially if they have difficulty breathing, asthma, those types of conditions. We actually talked to some people in Broad Ripple today about how they're dealing with the haze and the smoke in the air.
Yeah, I think if it gets worse, I will wear a mask. But if it's cooler temperatures, I have to get my dog outside. So I'll be out there probably, but just cautious of it and not sitting outside for very long, probably as long as I normally would.
Yeah, smart move. The city of Indianapolis actually declared today and tomorrow no zone action days because our air is not safe for sensitive groups to be outside for very long. You know, it is summer. You want to get outside, especially when it's sunny, and take the dogs out. But it's limiting the time is the key. Right?
Yeah, just be careful. And again, it's all about those, especially if you're sensitive to that.
Yeah.
Not everyone is as sensitive as others, and just keep that in mind. The heat is going to start to build a little bit over the next couple of days, but there is some good news. So that map that you're looking at there that we showed you, there is some relief as all of that eventually will move to the east. Now you can see it showing up on all of our cameras, including in downtown Indianapolis right now. The hazy skies are continuing. Of course, I lose my camera right as I click on it. There it goes. It came back. There's Carmel right now. You see some hazy sunshine out there. And then really all locations, not quite as hazy in Bloomington, but still seeing that wildfire smoke. So the big question is now, what happens with the next couple of days? Well, there's nothing really changing our forecast over the next 24 hours. So what you see is what you get, which means that the smoke is not going anywhere anytime soon, but it will slowly begin to ease just a little bit. 84 our current temperature, and a little bit closer. Most everyone is into the 80s. The exception is Richmond at 79. There's a different camera from our northern tower cam. You can see the next few hours, expect that sunshine with the haze, and the haze will continue through tonight. And low temperatures may cool down a bit into the mid 60s for tonight before you get another nice day tomorrow with the exception of that haze. Big changes happening on Tuesday. You're going to want to pay attention to that part of the forecast because it'll lead us into the rest of this week. It's coming up.
All right, see you in a few minutes. Rob, thank you. New tonight, police in Muncie are investigating a shooting that injured 3 people. This happened around 1 a.m. near East 1st Street and South Ebright Street. Not many details right now. We just know officers responded to a report of shots fired and then found 3 victims. They're now asking anyone with information to contact Muncie police. A local nonprofit just expanded its services here in Indianapolis. We first told you about Malik's Blankets for the Homeless a few years ago. Well, tonight our Ella Rhodes brings us the update on their mission to help more Hoosiers.
A washcloth, they're going to get roll-on antiperspirant, they're going to get body wash and shampoo. They're going to get toothpaste and a toothbrush.
David Cheney runs Malik's Blankets for the Homeless, which his now 11-year-old godson Malik started at 8 years old.
It makes me happy.
After the nonprofit recently bought a truck of its own, the group started distributing more than blankets and food. They started packing things like hygiene kits.
We can provide better services. We can provide better outreach needs, better essential items.
The truck, better known as Outreach One, also allows them more space to provide clothing and non-perishable items.
More directed outreach to individuals that don't necessarily receive it from other places. We don't see them as a homeless person. We see them as human beings that need help. And these hygiene kits, they bring hope.
Volunteers like Betty Slutter say the truck does more than expand their reach with what they can provide.
Take those donations and make them more meaningful. We're able to match them to people that come up. We get to know them better, get to know their name, and really give them what they need.
All loaded up to meet the community's needs exactly where they're at. In Indianapolis, Ella Rhodes, 13 News.
Parents know it. Kids across central Indiana start going back to school as early as next week. Can you believe it? Well, that's why the city of Lawrence is making sure families have everything they need. This was the third annual Back to School Backpack Giveaway at the Lawrence Community Center. They gave out 400 backpacks, plus supplies, lunch, hygiene items. Organizers tell us this is part of Lawrence Mayor Deb Whitfield's effort to give back to the community, especially the younger generation. Lawrence Township students go back to class on August 6th.